Okay, we're back once more. No leak today, but we are streaming some map creation, and today's gonna be interesting because I got a session to schedule tomorrow, and I gotta make this map. So I was like, you know what? What do I make a map that I'm gonna use, and that way you guys can be like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool, or I never thought of it that way, or hey ho, one by one we're all learning. The stuff that I'm going to be using for today is just Dungeon Draft, and I run most of my games on Roll20. I say most of them because some games I did run IRL, but those games are long past. But, well, I guess the games right now I'm running are all on Dungeon Draft. Let me just double check if all of the things that we're doing... Okay, so I can't hear my music, which means it's not picking up the audio. So let me increase that. Increase that. Increase that. Increase that. Okay, I think that should be fine. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's get into it. So today we're just gonna be making a dungeon for my players to run through. This is going to be a pretty high-level dungeon. My players currently are level 15, I believe. So pretty close to 16. Huge kind of power spike. ASIs are being done. They're getting a second level and I think 6 levels spell slots. Or they're multi-classing and maybe they're actually hitting higher level spells. But let me just double check. Like, I'm pretty sure they're 15, but I could be wrong. Okay, they are 15. Alright, cool. So, we're making a huge map, so we really want to look for 80 or 70 tiles. Usually, even for low levels, you want to make your map as big as you can, and you want to fit, because the characters are going to move from point A to point B, and just like in modules, there are rooms, there's tunnels, there's pathways, there's areas where you can go to, and when they get there, you can more or less walk them through it. Usually, you would just use module maps online. But I use these because I can make them. I can make it to my own betterment, to my own preference. Well, pretty much everything that I like. And if I don't like something, I can remove it. And that's why I like doing everything by myself and for myself. Alright. It looks big at first glance, but when you start to make up the room and start to move through it, you start realizing, holy shit, I don't got much room. The dungeon I'm trying to make for today is going to be a dungeon that the players, I say dungeon, it's not really a dungeon, but the group is going to be entering a abandoned manor. The abandoned manor is going to have Warforged, who are pretty much taking the skin off of people and wearing them as skin. They want to blend in with society, and they're using magic as well as, decorate with disguise tools and things. So they're kidnapping people off the streets and doing that, and the group has kind of found them afterwards by using locate person and finding one of the NPCs the group is with, Jai's people. They're all like foreign knights that came with her to protect her. She's a princess. And the group are going to be, I've already set up the stage, so the group are going to be in a fight. Usually for these type of dungeons, you want an entrance the group can come into, as well as side entrances or entrances from above or below. Which is all nice and dandy, but because of how we've kind of set this up, we really only need to do just how we described or how we're going to describe it, which is just the entrance. Very simply, using Dungeon Draft instead of Roll20, it's much quicker, much more easier to handle as well, and you get more kind of details done. And if I need to add anything post-wise, I can always just bring this to Roll20, add some stuff on there, and then voila. Or if I need to, I can remove it from Roll20, and then I can go to editing it and going from there. Hopefully by like in an hour I can kind of show you how much is done. And usually when it comes to these dungeon things, I usually let my hand go from here and draw as much as I can and make before I start writing. Because sometimes, very much like in character creation, you pick the class and then the story comes after, and sometimes you pick the story and the class comes after. In the same way, for as a DM for mine, sometimes I write what the dungeon is, then I make the dungeon. Other times I make the dungeon and then I write what it is. Just up to you how you go about it. But for me, for this particular instance, I'm doing what the dungeon looks like and then what's in it and what's area. Okay, that was a very long freaking intro. So let's just do boom, 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 very quickly. I'm trying to find things. So stone platform inside, and we're gonna make it big enough that people can walk in with no issue. And we want to make it rigid, not that color. It looks pretty ugly, but this should be fine. We can have some wood as the pouch or the porch, and then we can have the entrance, or a little bit of entrance, I guess. So we can have it by 3, and then we can have it be open into this large area. Let's make it 9 by 9. Why not? Sure. And then we can start adding a staircase here and having railings that kind of almost surround it. I described this place to the characters prior to it, so to some degree it's more or less somewhat done, but we can just start raking the railings and we can have stuff going down here. So let's make a staircase, have it kind of like people can understand what's going on. So let's do that. Wall, wall, wall. Nope. Stair, stair, stair. Someone think book, book, book. I just can't find a staircase for the life of me. Alright, let me just go in the objects then. Stair. I'm looking for staircases, but I guess a chair pulls up. Sounds good. We're going to keep it to stone. Make it shabby. Make it nice, I guess. Up, up. And then we're going to flip it. We want to make a stone platform. So, we need stone. But after that, it's going to be upwards, upwards. And then, yeah. And then this way we have a little bit of room so we can kind of show that people are going up or whatever the case is. As well as a few other things happening. We don't want to add walls because what happens with walls is they will, a lot of the time, ignore some of the things that are happening. So let's do that. Let's do this. This can go over. Hopefully we can put this over. So send to the front. Now all these things are going to be like that. Why isn't this snapping? Okay, it's snapping. Cool, cool. Alright. Staircase is made. We can make more stone. So let's do that. Stone, stone, stone. Boom, boom, boom. Let's kind of give them like like a little thing here, so there's a bit room. Open it there. Give them room. So it's almost like a hollowed area that we're going to use later on. So that's done. Now we're going to wall it off. And we don't want to use the actual building tool. We'd rather just use the actual wall. And we just kind of want to go over it. Nothing too difficult. This seems too broken. Let's just use concrete. Let's use stone, like proper stone for the outside. And then for the inside, we can use wood. How does this look? This looks like it's a railing. So let's just use actual wood. I think that's fine, better. Any of the kind of structures, we can then put a door in them. That way it shows there is an entrance or an exit, and the players can go from there as simply as just grabbing one of these bad boys and bam, right? Now the players can see that there's an entrance or exit. We can also just, if we wanted to, instead of doing that, we can just erase those because these are going to be tunnels. So we can just do this. We want to leave this one open and that one open because we're going to try to make it look like a tunnel, which it is now, or like a hallway. So now we don't have to worry too much. We can put this there, we can put this there, and it leads out. We're going to put some stone here. A little bit, just a kind of like in a diagonal thing, like a triangle, so people can be like, okay, so we can exit there or go through there. Same with this, bam, we want to be somewhat asymmetrical. Or symmetrical, so it's kind of easy for people to see what's happening. Go under. Now let's do what we're talking about. So wall. Nope, we're doing stone. Same thing. Let's do snap. We're gonna do heart. Okay, now people see what's happening. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do this, that, that. Okay. Now there's a little bit of room so people can move under. Same thing with this. Voila. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna try to make it look. We want this to be above. Front. I can't move this front-wise. Alright, it's fine. Issue. See, this is an issue right here. The wall. I think the walls are programmed to pretty much not have everything over them, which is kind of sad, but that's all right, I guess. We'll just kind of work around it. We're still gonna fill in these things because the second floor over here. This is what the second floor is, so the railing is gonna pretty much show it. The hallways are pretty much going to continue as is, but we're pretty much gonna we're gonna shadow the hallways by putting obstacles above them. So we're pretty much going to have the hallways that are pretty much dull or nothing's happening in them be covered in the second floor information, while the end of the hallway will lead to the other extensions or to the other actual building parts. So either to the infirmary or whatever else is the case. Stone. I can't find it. So just more. We don't want to go too far. The railing is still the railing. So it's that. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Okay, cool. So people can still enter, and later on we'll put on the light obscuring so people can't see from above or below, and so on and so forth. So objects, not doing objects, we need walls. So let's go walls. We want to do a railing. So we can do snap again because we really want to actually show what's happening, and we can unlock the snap for 2 seconds. Go back here. Go back to the snap. Boom, boom, bam. Alright, cool. We're gonna have to do snap like this. I think... Not think, but... We're pretty much not... We pretty much can't do what I was trying to set up to do, so now we're trying to improvise. So there's a railing here, people can look over it, and how we're going to flavor this or say it is these are pretty much these... This is like the second railing that protects us, that acts as a wall. I so fucked up that, so let me just right-click that bad boy. Boom, boom, boom. There's some things in Roll 20 which you can do, but Roll 20 is limited. So this is the best that I can do at the current moment. Okay, let's go here. That should do it. And now we can actually put proper walls behind this area. And we're going to use stone because this is a stone second floor. We want to make sure the second floor window, because remember the hallway is going to act like our diversion or our cover up pretty much, and that's how we're going to do things. On second thought, we're going to change up. No, I think it's fine. I was going to say we're going to change up the wall, but the wall is already different colors, so these it'll be very hard for you to differentiate. And on top of that, we can always change it from how it looks outside and inside. There we go, and we're going to make a staircase here, we're going to make a staircase here. We can make this a secret area, which is pretty cool, not going to lie, so we're going to do just that. We're going to do a doorway. Maybe we can have some treasure here for the players to find or figure out. And what we're going to have is no windows. We're going to have a door, singular. Boom. And we're going to put a picture on it, if we can. Object. Frame. There we go. Hopefully we can increase it to a big enough size. And we want to put this on above rooftop. So this is the first thing they see. And I think it's fine to put that there. Now it looks like there's a frame here. And if we want, we can even decrease it. Start to make the place look a little bit better. And change it up. So put one. You can do layer 1. Let's do layer 2 actually. Oh, nope. What about walls? Above walls? Okay, cool. It's not going to stick to the walls exactly as I want it, so instead we're just going to move it here, and then we're going to swap it, make this look a little bit more pretty, And we don't want to put too much, so I'm just going to put one here to kind of show there's been decay or some sort of destruction. And we can put some things here, tables, things, frames, because I said already, there are gonna be there's buckets that are people using from my own descriptions that I used earlier in my own session. So I'm adding things that you may want to add in your sessions. Either I don't know if this is a manor, so a noble manor might actually need who knows, some paint frames are actually gonna be good, but another thing that could be useful is suits of armor, which I'm not going to use because this is already picked clean pretty much. We're going to use bodies, and we're going to have them being kind of sat here. So let's use a chair, and we're going to use one that's destroyed a little bit. Nothing too, how do you say, interesting, but trying to do what I can. Let's just use this. I think this will do fine. And then we'll use like a bed or something if we can, or a bench. I think a bench would be fine. And we can lay a body on that, so corpse. Doesn't really matter too much about what's happening here, as long as we're able to show or try to show what is going on in this area and make it look really interesting, or at least really fucked up for the players to act or to jump at the scene. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll add the monsters later. We can add blood now. Or actually, what might be better is just water brush. We're going to do... what is this? Infestation? No, God, no. Path tool. Let's do blood. Just do that. Let's do this, 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 this. It's a bit too bloody, but that's okay. That's alright. What else are we looking for? Let's see if we can actually get some paint here. Let's do some red colors. So we can't. So yeah, we're pretty much just, we have to do this. So let's do this on above wall. Let's do it undo. Okay, so this is not going to go on above wall. Okay, cool. Let's do this on above roof. Why is it so big? Smoothness. No, I don't. There we go. It's blood. Obviously, we're trying to do what we can to make it look nice and pretty. But at the end of the day, we are just trying to paint a picture as best as we can. We don't want to be caught too much in the detail, but at the same time, we want to make sure the detail is nice and pretty. We still need to fill this in. So what we're going to do with that is just make a wall. We're gonna make it a wooden wall that connects to the railing. Or what might be better actually is, let me see here. We can make like a secondary platform here just in case people fall. So half platform, and we're gonna do half platform of wood and half platform of stone. That way we're able to pretty much. I think it's this. We'll do heart. We'll do snap. Boom, boom, bam. And that way we're going to have stone now come in. Stone's going to come in clutch. And we're going to do the same with here. Wood's going to come down. And it's pretty much just a platform that if people fall down, they can get on. And, yeah. There we go. We're still going to make a wall so people can see what's up. But this is more or less like semi-staircases or like semi-platforms that people can look on. And maybe we can put like an art there or something that people can see over and enjoy. Maybe some sort of like, I don't know, a section where maybe a nobleman can display their art or their armor suit or even trophy. But hey, this is just making not a random, but I'm making a area. So we're gonna make this railing going up because we don't want people to fall. And I think that would be a good idea. So railing is done. Let's kind of corner. There we go. Corner. There we go. Off the grid. Okay, cool. Platform. They've entered it. Now we're gonna add some more cool stuff to this. And let's do. We're going to fill in the bottom with pretty much nothing. And we're going to make the second floor. And then about, like, I guess here, this will come out to be the first floor. So this is where the fourth floor is. This is the second floor, first floor, and we can keep on going. And as we progress further and further, we'll eventually get to the bottom. And we want to fill this place up with traps or issues or circumstances or even environmental hazards. But we don't want to kill the players. This is definitely something they've stumbled onto, and it's not something that we are like really stoked about this being the final thing. So let's keep on going. I got water here. My throat's getting dry. This is the same song. Is it on repeat? Tell me it's not. Because I'm going to be lost in thought as I throw my TV. Oh, it is on repeat. Alright, so let's kill this for a hot minute. Let's change it up. We'll do walking through the town. Hopefully none of these are on repeat. They're not. Sick. We have like an hour of music. Alright. Let's keep on going forward. How do I change this? Alright, cool. So again, we're just going to keep on pushing with the stone. We want to pick the same stone pretty much if we can't help it. We want to change off of the building tool. We want to actually get to the pattern tool. It's actually really important that we do that. Let's remove that actually. Fuck that. We go back to below water. Not below water, sorry. We go to layer 1. And we're going to push forward. This is a hallway that is short. And then we have rooms. And that's about it. So these rooms can have people sleeping, or we can have them be simple things, nothing too much. So in that case, we can actually start adding the platforming or building tool, and we're gonna have it like that. So that's one. Nope, that's the wrong color or thing, and we're gonna change up the terrain. So it's gonna be, let's do this. We're gonna do another one. Let's do that. And then our final one is going to be here. Hopefully, actually, you know what? We're gonna make one more. That way, we're kind of we get another area of enjoyment. We want to make it somewhat similar, so that way the players can be like, okay, well, these are rooms, and we can go from there. So we'll make it the right wing. It's pretty much the right ring or the right angle is going to be a residential area or place where people can come in. That maybe a long time ago, the manor that this place was held, pretty much held. words are losing their meaning as I speak them. But pretty much, they held people, and people would come. They're guest rooms, pretty much, or they can be servant rooms. You know, either one doesn't really matter too much, as long as you kind of go from there. We want to make them look kind of homey, so let's do a 3-door. We'll make some wood. You know, I don't think a lot of people appreciate stone. It's kind of hard and cold, so we don't care too much about it. So this is done. We can kind of fill it in with beds and frames and kind of pictures and windows, so we can actually do that. So let's do that, shall we? Bed. We need beds, we need chairs, and we do want to put things in here. So either monsters or not monsters, but definitely encounters. And maybe it doesn't have to be like humanoid encounters. What we can actually do is add traps that were once set off here, and that way, damn, this thing is just not doing it. So we want to make this as close as we can to the door or to the wall, but not overtaking it. Some of them we want to flip it. Other ones we want to get close to the door. Some of them, you know, just change it up every now and then. Nice. And we do definitely want one for servants' room. So we're going to have a single bed here. And then maybe we can cut it off or put some sort of fencing. That way maybe they have some sort of, I don't know, privacy. But either way, we're just going to keep on hustling. There we go. We can have some windows in here, make it look nice and pretty. Being DM is very difficult. Said no one ever. Who is this guy? Who is this? Who this? We want to add 2 windows. We want to make this look homey. We can even change some of them to look broken or destroyed. So let's do that. Let's just put, because this bed frame is here, we actually don't want to put one on top of it, because it's very poor kind of handling. There's gonna be no windows here because for obvious reason, but maybe we can have a courtyard. So maybe we can have a window actually, and this way it's a bit more safer. So we can actually add a double window, one on either side. This thing's gonna be double-sided here. So this can be the courtyard, and we don't want, remember, we want kind of privacy for all. So windows there, and we can start adding the walls. So wooden wall, and let's do snap. We don't want to make it small, so that's good. And then we want to make it, okay, it's stuck. We want to make this as well. So the bed's here, so let us just shorten it by, I see my issue. Okay, let's do that one, and then let's do, let's do that. So there's a bit of privacy, but not too much as far as the people are concerned. Same thing with this. There's a little bit of room. Actually, it should be opposite, no? Yeah, it should be more like that. There we go. So this guy has privacy, this guy has privacy, but okay, about that. Nah, it's still wrong. I don't want to dwell on this too much. I really don't, but it seems like I'll have to. There we go. And then maybe this can be here. Actually, you know what I might do? This. That. And then this. Shit. There we go. Oh. There we go. So this guy has a little bit of room. That guy has a bit of room. That guy has a bit of room. So we're going to try to change this. Move it in. We're going to snap it. that. Yeah, it's a bit congested, but this is a servant's room. So, you know, not really, can't really do much about it. Let's put the bed frame there. That can be their little changing, so we can put tables and stuff. And we can do pretty much the same thing with the rest of the building here. So, bing, bang. Ooh. Let's change that. Let's do snap. Boom, boom, bam. Boom, boom, bam. Boom, boom, bam. Same thing. This is all good. We'll leave it as is. This thing doesn't need to change. This thing doesn't need to change. Same thing with that and that. So we're good on that frontier. Let's start adding like things to fill up the room, and we'll just stop that for the time being, and just kill the recording.